Speaking of delay, though, Representative Scalise, the COVID task force ultimately in Congress, which could be looking into the origins, which could be looking in where this comes from, isn't doing so. Why are Democrats uninterested in understanding where this came from so that we can, A, learn from it, and B, maybe get a little bit of accountability for the fact that our lives have been upended for 2 years?
Right, Pete. And this is something that we've been calling on for over a year, to have an investigation into the origins of COVID. There are a lot of scientists all across the political spectrum who are now suggesting that it started in the lab in Wuhan, not from a bat to an animal to a human. And yet Democrats are covering for China from Joe Biden on down. Remember, it was Joe Biden as a candidate who said anybody who presides over that many deaths from COVID should not remain president of the United States. That was when he was a candidate. And he also said, quote, "I will shut down the virus." How's that worked out? Because he's had a vaccine-only strategy. And by the way, that vaccine was developed through Operation Warp Speed, which was Donald Trump's initiative that he criticized so much as a candidate. Now he's benefiting from it, but he's had a blind eye to therapeutics, to natural immunity, so many other things that could be reducing the number of deaths and shutting down the virus. He won't confront these challenges, and he won't confront China. We surely will when we win the House back.
Representative, you're an astute observer of the species known as Democrats, many of which are radical these days. Are they capable of changing their position as autocrats with mandates, lockdowns, and be responsive to what the American people want, which is a pathway to a new normal, but at least not a normal where they're told what to do in every way?
Yeah, Pete, you see some of these autocrat Democrats, they just can't give up the power. They want control over people's lives. They're taking away freedom. And look, President Biden will not acknowledge what's worked because he has disdain for people like Ron DeSantis. He won't admit that people like Governor DeSantis were right when he had trucks going around in the hot spots with monoclonal antibodies to be administered in the places where the outbreaks were happening. That's how Governor DeSantis reduced his numbers. But he was too busy criticizing Governor DeSantis and Governor Abbott and other governors who figured it out. And now he says there is no national strategy. Well, then how about you get rid of the national mandates and let the governors who have figured it out go and teach the governors who haven't what to do? You know, people like Governor Cuomo, who killed thousands of people in nursing homes because he didn't follow the science when people like Governor DeSantis were.
So right.